Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. It is Angela, the Traveling Crafter, and I'm here with another show and tell, a little haul video. I've got several coming up, and they are from a variety of places. And I just realized there's something I want to show you that isn't in my stack because I put it up here. So hang on, and I'll grab it. I hope you guys are all doing well. If you are new to my channel, I enjoy doing a variety of DIY and crafting projects. I love to thrift for vintage treasures, host live sales, as well as the Makers Market, which is at district.net/Makers Market. Go check it out. It's a fun community for us to hang out in. And you can also find yourself some great bargains. All right, so excuse me. What do I have? Well, I have some marketplace finds, I have some auction finds, and I have a few thrifted finds from thrift stores. I don't think I have any estate sales in this bundle, but we'll check it out. One of the things that I found is this day book from 1889. This was not in any of my hauls. It was at one point, but I had it tucked away, and it's Peter Wannell's Daybook, 1889. Not anything special. A visit of our old friends, Mr. and Mrs. Willie Brown and John Klein. This is hard to read. Our painter gone. Gibb took him, and John Crawford and Joseph Verbus, little girl, died last night. Oh, goodness. So this is just his day book. Let's see. It goes from when? January 1st, 1889. 36 steers in the feed yard. 3 cows on our own meat. 13 cows of years old or over. 13 cows of 4 years or older. 5 heifers. 36 steers, 1 bull, who's 7. There we go. And so that goes from, what did I say? January of 1889 to, there's December of, no, there's January of 1890. I felt like it wasn't very full in the back. He kind of went off the track here and just started using it for this, that, and the next thing. And then this is September of 1889, so I don't know. It's just here or there. But isn't that cool? That's one of those things that you really should just keep and look at on occasion, but I'm going to use it. In my, let's see, I think this was one of my marketplace finds. I did get some marker paper, and so we will be using that for a few things in the future, but I thought that was kind of nice. I'm going to stick it right here so I have it handy. I also, these are from a thrift store haul, and I think there were 3 of them, and so I bought them all. And I just thought they were really cool. They are pink and yellow, and these would have been for kiddos' names, right? Or they could have used them for penmanship, but I thought the pink and yellow were really different, so I picked those up, and the other 2 are going to be coming to a live sale at some time. I always say, be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications, because if you want to have a good time, whether you want to buy anything or not, our live sales on Thursday nights on my YouTube channel are always a good time. So I would highly suggest that you check them out. And if you hit your notification, you won't lose it. Okay, so I bought a gal's craft room, and it what was left of it. I think her daughter had sold some of it. And I did not keep very much because most of it's all coming to you in one of the live sales. But I kept a few things. These were cute. They're just tiny, itty-bitty little playing cards, which I thought would make cute little dangles. There are a ton of these spare parts. I don't know how much they were, at $3. The little bottle caps. So a bunch of these will be coming to a live sale, but these are the ones I kept. And apparently she must have got them on sale for $1.79. So I got all of those. I got this little, Me and My Big Ideas. I liked the chalkboard idea of it, so I kept that. Like I said, I didn't keep very much. I did keep this perforator. So this is by Tonic Studio, and I don't know. I think this will be kind of fun. I use just a perforator like that you use for patterns, but I thought this would be kind of fun to play with. Let me grab a scratch piece of paper here. Here we go. And I believe it's just ready to roll. And you just, and it's perforated. I don't know if I really think that's the best thing, but I guess. Make your own tickets, right? So we'll put this in with my little go-to goodies. There's these, and then there's these. Now, these were not full sheets. I don't know if you can tell what they are, but you would put these in like a cabochon, and then you could actually see them, or, you know, you could also use resin or something else. But because they weren't full sheets, I kept these, so I'll use them for something. I did keep this adorable school ribbon for my school days. One of my very favorites to do. Anything with retro readers or vintage school inspired things I love to do. So I kept those. I have some of these already, these fun words. And this just says summer, sunny, splash, and fun. So I will put those with my summer journals. And then, okay, here's something that was not in there, but I found it and I was like, I'm going to do something with this. This is from, I'm assuming Demi bought something at Altered State. How I ended up with this, I'm not sure, unless she was giving me this as a hint for Black Friday. But there's something about this. I think these little pieces where it says dresses, bottoms, activewear, I think is kind of cool. So I'm going to put that in my sewing and fashion bag, and I think that'll be a lot of fun. There were a few of these little this and that were just rando, and so I just kept those because they didn't really fit somewhere. These are all little baby charms that are like seeds. These are bees. There's a couple Scrabble letters, a butterfly, these little cherubs, a heart, a couple more hearts and cherubs, and then a few little butterflies. So I will put those in with my jewels. And then these were in here. This is sock monkeys and more little monkeys. So those will be cute for my monkey journal. So I'm excited about that. And here were a few other things that were just random that were in there. Did I mean to keep that? I don't think I did. That I'll probably sell because I don't do any fall journals. But this one I'll keep. This one you can go back out to the... and then I picked up 2 punches. These are from a thrift store. But what these do is actually punch out the entire flower. So it's not like an edge border. It's, oh, I don't want to do that on there. It will cut just this out, so you'll just have the flower. I don't want to make that mess, so I'm not going to do it. And same goes for this one, which is kind of like a trellis. So I don't love to buy this size of these. These are by Martha Stewart. But they do work really well, and the reason I don't like to buy them this size is because they take up too much space, but I thought they would be okay. Okay, as I say that, and I can't find a spot for them. Hang on a second. A few other things. I did show these on my community tab, so if you saw that, you probably have already seen. This was a wonderful, wonderful find. This was in a thrift shop in the Quad Cities, and it wasn't with the craft supplies. They were back in with like the bedding and such. And it was just one big bag. It's all filigree vintage ribbon. I'm not sure from what year, but there were these 4 and this one and then all of these. And I was so excited. So this one I need to put with my Christmas stuff. But pretty fun little find. This is tons of vintage loveliness that I can use forever and ever. I actually gasped when I found these. I was like, oh my gosh, it makes my heart happy. So we got those. And then a couple things that are not from thrifts, but are from, where are these from? Temu. Specifically, I have one thing, but I did buy 2 cherry. This only has like 8 pieces in it, I think. It doesn't feel like very much. This one has a lot. Let's look at it. I haven't even opened these. I've had them forever. Yeah, kind of muted ginghams and such. So I'm going to put those right over here with my 6x6 paper. I should put them with my cherry journals. That's probably a better idea. With all of my cherry goodness. We'll do that. That way we keep them together. I'm not going to open this now, but I am going to do a video on this. This is something, this was from my friend, this is from Marketplace as well, from my new friend Karen. And she actually, I went there because she sold me a whole bunch of Tim Holtz things that will all be coming to a live sale soon. The only thing that I kept from there were 1 pack of these little craft card tags. These, because there's one missing. And these little flashcards. That's the only thing I kept of all of the stuff, which you'll see. So definitely subscribe if you love Tim Holtz goodies. You'll want to check those out. These, however, were, she said, oh, here, do you think you'd use these? These are called Ken Oliver Crafts Color Burst Colors, 6 grams of concentrated powder. It's as easy as spritz and sprinkle. So what you do, I think I might have some samples of this that I tried. So you can watercolor paint with it, sprinkle and spritz, molted background. I can't read that. Create a spritz background, let it dry, add drops of water. Oh, yeah. Color, stamped images. And I just saw Carol from Lily Rose Blue did something with another product. I think that's the same concept as this. So I'm going to go, I think I did I do a video on using, no, I haven't done the video yet. I just played with it. So I'm going to grab a couple stamps and do that with this as well and see how it works. You can resist with wax or embossing powders and stencil. So we're going to try it. And then finally, this is what I really wanted to show you. I bought these on Temu, and they're Post-it notes. However, now they are a little confusing because I tried one. I had it on something, and I was like, okay, well, that's a little deceiving. But here's what they are. Let's see. Do I have a piece of paper that... I'll just stick it on this. On my little mushy piece of paper. All right. These are actually clear. Now you can see they're shiny on this side, but they're like vellum on this side. And I thought, oh my goodness. Not only is that cool for the use in an office, so if you need to see through a page and you can write right on it, but I also thought how convenient for little pieces of vellum. So here you can see it's not on there, and there it is. So we're going to experiment with these. These are on my to-do list as well. And I bought a bunch of varied sizes. These are just like a normal Post-it note size. But then I bought this little one, these that are a little longer. I think I got, yeah, those are the same. I got 2. I must have got 2 of each of those. So we're going to set those aside, and we're going to stay tuned. We will do that and work with those in some way, shape, or form as well. It'll be fun, I promise. Awesome. Yes, awesome. Also from Karen, and there's a bunch of these little tins coming with things in them in a future live sale. These I will probably take out of here and sell these. So if somebody wants them, they can buy them. I won't use these. But this one I liked because it had all of the hearts, and I kind of have a little thing for hearts. In fact, and then this was just some kind of, I like these for maybe the school days journals. It's just all, again, little die cuts. Let me get something while I'm thinking about it. Hang on. I will show you some things. Well, first of all, if you love stamps, you need to definitely subscribe and tune into the sales. But in another video, I'll explain. Well, actually, I can do it in this one. Okay. First of all, let me get this out. If I can open this thing up. And I'm just going to get 2 of these out. Okay, well, I want that open. Okay, you know these little things, right? And at Michael's, they usually come in one of these great big things with the handles on them. You see what I'm talking about? Well, I really wanted some, and they're about $25 a piece. And so I bid on them at an auction, and I think I got 8 of them. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 of them, and then another one that's just, plain, that doesn't hold this kind of stuff. And inside of every one of these things was stamps. I'm going to show you the ones that I kept. But now you imagine how many are in there. What? 14? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 16 of these in one bin. And every one of them was full of stamps. And I didn't want the stamps. I wanted these. So there's going to be stamp sale party. A lot of partying with the stamps. My area where I sell is kind of overwhelmed with stamps at the moment. So, but these I wanted to keep. So for things that I'm going to be getting in the future, like normally for me, as far as organization is concerned, I need to have things by theme. Because if I just say, okay, let's just say school days, for example. And then one of them I put children in, and one of them I put, school theme things like a bus or whatever. In another little thing, I'm never going to find them. But then there's all these other things that don't quite fit in a category. They're just fun to have, right? So I keep things like sewing and fashion together. And I keep things like all my flowers together, all my people together. And then for anything that doesn't kind of fit into a theme, if I did Valentine's Day, I'd probably put these with Valentine's Day. I don't really do Valentine's. I do Valentine's projects. I don't do Valentine's journals, for example. But I know these hearts are there. So I'll put these in here. And then I'll just start labeling them. And then I'll put them in alphabetically at some point. But those are the first 2 that went in there. So, like I said, these will come to a sale near you soon. All right. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know some time ago, there's a story behind this. Some time ago, I found these 2. It was in the Quad Cities. I found these adorable. I got glue on my sweater. Mouse greeting cards, and they're all different. But I ended up getting 2 packs of them. So I have some that are slated to come to a live sale. So if you love mice as much as I do, aren't these adorable? And they're by a company called House Mouse Designs, created in Vermont, printed on recycled paper. These are from 1991. Some of them have little sentiments, others do not. Some of them are just plain. I'm pretty sure a lot of them were just plain. But now I'm opening them all up and they have something in them. Well, I could be wrong. Anyway, So I got all these. That's not, you don't need to see them again. You've already seen them. And then each of them, the bundle came with a big pad of a memo pad. And then I just split that memo pad up between myself and whoever ends up buying the others. Well, when I was bidding on the auction, and there were all those stamps, I was like, those stamps look like this House Mouse Designs. And I thought, I'll just wait. Now, this was an online auction, and so I did pay for shipping to have them delivered. So when they got there and I had gone through all of my, the stamps, lo and behold, there was a whole bin titled Animals. And sure enough, all of these are by House Mouse Designs from Vermont. I don't want to put them on this just in case because I've already played with them, but I'll show you how they turned out. Look at that one with the dragonfly. Now imagine my excitement, because how much fun are these going to be to put in? This is probably my favorite. I mean, I love the strawberries because I love strawberries and mice, but look at that. So all of these that I'm showing you are all House Mouse Designs, and they were all in there. And I'd already been drooling over the ones that were the cards. So now I have stamps. I'm just really excited about that. Can you tell? So I will put those away. Now, the problem is, I cleaned out all my stamps, and I don't feel like I have any room for them. But let me show you what these look like when they're stamped on something. Isn't that adorable? Love these. So I got those. I was thinking, I thought, what did I do with those little samples? I must not have saved those samples of those watercolors, but it's okay. We'll do those together. Another thing that I got, if you don't know, and you might not, but I have a small collection of vintage watercolors, and in their tins. And I was so excited to get this, and I think I paid like $1 or $2 for this. No, more than $1. So I don't really care what these look like inside. I like the outside of them. So I have these on my art shelf, which my art shelf's getting a little bit full. And I just thought this was so gorgeous with the little beach scene on it. And it's just red on the back. So that will go on my shelf. Probably my favorite item that I got. What did I buy this for? This is from Temu as well. But I bought this for a reason. Why? I'm sure I had an idea to use this, like when I saw it. Now, do I remember what that reason was? No. But it's cute. And it's just pink index cards. I don't know. Sometimes, I tell you. Also from the same auction with the stamps. No. Different auction. I also bought a ton of stamps. But these two, I've always wondered how these worked, but they are to create your own custom blends. I mean, I know how they work, but I've never tried them. So I decided, okay, I'll keep those two. I'll put them with my the rest of my goodies. And is one oxide and one? No, they're both oxide. And maybe we'll experiment someday and make our own custom color. I don't know. And then the other thing that we can take all these off. I don't need those. That was in there. So the inks that I got were one of the brands I don't remember, but they're really cool. And the other one is Gina K Design. So if you know who she is and you love her stamps, they all worked. They're not inexpensive. But the cool part is all of the ink pads are in wonderful shape. So if you wanted, you could just buy a re-inker. She still sells them. And you'd be set for probably life. I mean, I've had my Close to My Heart stamp since, well, my oldest will be 21 in February. And I've been scrapbooking since before that. So those have been, I mean, they've been great. If you take good care of your stamps and your stamps, hello, what's that stuff you stamp with? Inks. They'll last forever. But I don't believe I have spun sugar, and I don't think I had Lucky Clover, which I didn't. These I kept for myself. I didn't even try to see if they work, but I'm sure they'll be fine. So I will put those in my cabinet, and that will be wonderful. But that's all I kept. All the rest of them, I bet there's 50 different cards or different inks. So I'll be bringing those. I'm also bringing some of these. If you guys know, you know. I kind of have and I don't know if I really shared this or not, but I've got a love of fashion. At one time, I wanted to be a fashion designer, and then I realized, hey, I kind of want to, I don't want to have to eat ramen noodles and live in New York and in a closet, you know. So I took my art to a different, different direction, but I still have a love of vintage fashion. And so one of the things I love the most are Vera scarves. Vera is Vera Newman. She was a artist and designer. She did clothes. She did, there was tablecloths and just everything. Now, these are not really, really old, but they are a Vera design. They've got her signature on it. So if you ever find a Vera scarf out in the wild and you think of me, let me know. I would be very interested. Or anything that says Vera on it, because she is one of my favorites. It was one of my first designers that I used to wear scarves all the time when I worked in corporate America, and hers were my favorites. So these are bridge tally cards. That was a long way to tell that story. I was looking to see if it has, it says original artwork by Vera, but these are not old. I mean, these might have been sold maybe at Tuesday Morning or somewhere like that, but does not have a year on it. So I kept some of those for myself. The rest are coming to the lives. This rando thing, if anybody knows what this is for, I mean, it's like a T-square, right? It's called My Sweet Petunia. Do you know what this is? I kept it because it's magnetic. And I don't know. I feel like I can use it for something. But it clicks into place there. It clicks like that. It clicks onto my little metal buckets. Do you know what it's for? I do not. These, I don't know why I bought them. They're Brad's. I'm going to just put them. I made a little Brad box because I had all these random Brads, and all my Brads were kept in one area. I've got those little round containers, which I got a bunch of those recently. And then I have another type of storage container that has all the ones that are a little different, like these. So all the ones in the little containers are all close to my hearts. But then I had all of these that were just rando in one little area. So I put these in here, and I actually have these over in my little rolling cart that's under my desk, so I can grab them really quickly, which I've been meaning to do forever and haven't. So that is, oh wait, there's two more little thingies. I thought this was fun. Now, if I ever use it, and remember I have it, that would be the question. But this just says snail mail on it, and I thought that was cute. I did score a bunch of Lawn Fawn stamps. These are very expensive. And, oh, see, somebody, Joy, whoever sold Lawn Fawn, sent that to somebody else as a thank you. Well, you're welcome, Joy. But I had not really heard of Lawn Fawn before, and so I couldn't believe it. There's some that have the stamps and the dies, so those are going to be coming to a live sale as well. And then this was just another one of those things that didn't have, it wasn't full, so I just kept it, and I'm just going to stick it up here and then in my little, grab and go kind of thing if I need them. And then finally, the last thing is a what's new on the Makers Market. And I have to say, if you have not been on the Makers Market to shop, you really need to check it out. And one of our featured sellers is Irene. And Irene, I believe everything says Aloha Girl now, but the name of her shop may be Pear Tree Lane. Either way, look for Pear Tree Lane or Aloha Girl, and follow her. If you love stamps, you will not want to miss out. She has a stamp company. She makes her own stamps, and they are gorgeous. What did I do with the other one I just bought? It may be upstairs going in my stocking. Santa may be putting it in my stocking, I think. But this one I just loved, and it's from an old ledger, and so I bought this, and I cannot wait to use it. So I'm going to put this right over here, and we're going to play with that at some point very soon. But that is everything that I found on my adventures most recently. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you come back, because there's more. So until next time, remember, as always, to take time to just be. And we'll see you soon. Cheers.